Yo, what everybody, Casketking here with another video, and you...
Speaking out front, daddy, here comes sun, like a sailor voice screaming right into your ear holes, rattle the bones to rattle out stones, to talk about that variety of tones, to know what the hell, but won't stay dead as a pound in a nutshell, rolling hell. It's the Chilling Skeletons Podcast! The Chilling Skeletons Podcast! The Chilling Skeletons Podcast! The Chilling Skeletons Podcast! The Chilling Skeletons.
just got breaded.
Welcome to the Chilling Skeletons podcast, and today we have a very special guest. We have Casketking, the author of the breaded videos, those videos, and a great YouTube channel. We genuinely.
Okay, so just to give a little bit of backstory, we genuinely love this YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's very charming. We genuinely do like it.
There are people who goof on it. There are people who make fun of it. But genuinely, here at the Chilling Skeletons podcast, we think of this channel as a branch of our own brand.
Yeah, it is.
We love this content. I've got so much love out of this content, out of the breaded videos. I have bought my own breaded videos.
That is true. Dylan,
Chilling Skeletons just got breaded, guys.
It's very much true.
We did.
All right.
And I'm just so honored to have actually one of my favorite YouTube video channels on here. And I just want to ask, Ben, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, nice.
Awesome.
Okay.
Now,
Glad
Ben,
to hear it.
We had a couple questions just to get a sense of your creative process and what goes in.
I have a question.
Oh,
I have a question.
yes, go ahead.
Yeah, what's up?
How much am I getting paid for this?
Oh, let's see here.
I'm fucking with you. I'm
Oh,
fucking with you.
okay.
Oh man.
Okay. Yeah.
You're getting paid an exposure, my friend.
But we would genuinely like to commission a special breaded video for it. We would pay $10 for that.
We would like to have a video of you breading the Chilling Skeletons podcast.
That'd be kinda,
So we will commission that.
Yeah.
But so I guess my first question is: you've been doing YouTube for 7 years.
Yeah.
You've been doing this website longer than we've been doing this podcast.
You're
which
a
has
veteran.
been yeah, you are. You are actually you're a mainstay of this website, and we've been doing YouTube since 2014.
Yeah.
But you've been here through the fucking, the 2012. Changes. Yeah, you've been here through the apocalypse. You've been here through the end of the world. You had a whole countdown for that.
Oh yeah,
and and my first question is, how has it been? Like, how is it affecting you personally, being on this website for so long and seeing the landscape of it change?
It definitely gave me a thicker skin.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I assume.
And some of the changes to the website are good. A lot of them are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm really getting screwed over by YouTube. I went from making like $10 a month to making like $250
Oh man,
because of that
how much-
fucking adpocalypse.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I wanted another quick question. Just you don't have to disclose this information, obviously, but you seem to make a decent chunk of money from your breaded videos. It seems like you get a pretty decent amount of commissions for those. Are those videos what keep you afloat? Are those what gives you your spending money and stuff to live off of, or do you have like a day job?
No, I can't really work. I got a lot of medical shit wrong with me.
Yeah. So do you just make majority of your money from the $5 breaded commissions?
I've made more money from doing the bread videos than I have from actual YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. People got to branch out nowadays. You can't rely on the ads.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm in the wrong line of work, guys.
Pretty sad. Yeah. Yeah. It is a very.
I mean, Fiverr is a great way to make a quick couple of bucks.
It really
Yeah.
is.
So there's just some other things I wanted to touch on. So this is gonna sound a bit odd, but when you did your first breaded video, the you just got breaded is undeniably your most popular video.
Yeah, that is definitely
Right.
the one.
And it seems that the audience for that is kind of an underlying, they're kind of joking with it. Yeah. Are you aware of the kind of underground, like, kind of, alternative humor?
Oh yeah, I've seen all the weird shit people do in the video. Yeah. I've seen the green screen of me giving the thumbs up. I've seen all that shit.
Well, what's your take on that? Does it hurt? Like, because undeniably it's people making fun of you. Yeah. But we don't see it like that. We see it as it's just funny. Yeah. But obviously there are going to be those shitheads that are just making fun of you. Yeah. So do you take it like that, or do you just take it on the chin and be like, yeah, that's pretty funny? How does that go through your head?
Like, it really depends. It doesn't matter who you are when you're making videos on YouTube. You could be fat and ugly like me, or you could be fucking Fabio and be the most handsome man in the world.
You are a beautiful man.
But people are gonna make fun of you. People are gonna hate on you for no reason at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes the shit they come out with is genuinely funny. Somebody made like a Leafy style video on me once, and I laughed my ass off.
Okay. But I guess that's what you're talking about when you're on the site for long enough. You get a thicker skin, and you learn to kind of take that shit, I suppose. And I think, yeah, that's probably just comes with the experience, I would say, right?
Oh yeah.
In real life, most of these people, at least I hope, aren't like they are online, because there's that whole, oh, I'm anonymous, they're never gonna know who I am saying all these things.
Yeah, no, I think there is an element of that to the internet. People kind of, when you remove the face-to-face aspect, people are more kind of unfiltered, and they'll just kind of say whatever without any, because you can kind of disconnect from it. You kind of forget that you're talking to a real person if it's just words on a screen, and that kind of leads you to, people kind of say whatever comes to mind without kind of filtering it first, like if it was in person.
When people watch YouTube, and if they watch it a lot, people tend to forget that the faces you see in the video are real people. Yeah. I'm just some dude on the internet. PewDiePie is just some dude on the internet. Philip DeFranco is just some dude on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Once the cameras go off, they live normal lives. I mean, some of them might have a bunch of fucking money, but they're just normal people.
Sure, yeah. Isn't there a word for that feeling when, like, you're standing outside or whatever, and someone passes you by, and you look at them and realize that they've got a life much more complicated than you could ever imagine?
Yeah, there's a term for that.
And they're not just a random one-off background character in the movie of your life, kind of.
I don't know.
There's a feeling for that. There's a word for that feeling when you come to that realization. It's
I don't know.
No, it's an actual word. It's like the emotion you get when you realize that everyone has a life.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. No, but it's more of an existential thing. It's more like, because there's that thing, I think Vsauce talked about it, where you kind of act like you're the protagonist in the movie of your life, and if you just run into a random person who just kind of cuts you off in traffic or whatever, it's easy to assume they're just a random background extra in this film of your life.
It's true.
But a lot of people kind of do that.
You're the background extra.
Yeah, exactly.
Casketking.
In other people's stories, you're the antagonist or the comic relief character, or you could be anything. It's because we're all. But yeah, there's a word for that feeling when you realize everyone is the protagonist in their own thing.
Yeah.
But when you're on the internet, I think that kind of gets removed because it's just words on a screen, and it's easy to just kind of disconnect that.
Oh yeah, Casketking. I gotta ask you a question, because like your videos, they're very much like sort of prank videos, sort of challenge videos, sort of like that. What is the craziest experience you've ever had filming a video where, like, afterwards it, like, I don't know, it hurt, or it was very hard to clean up or something? Like, what was the most, like, strange experience?
Well, I've actually got a couple of stories.
Ooh,
oh boy.
Tell 'em.
We have all the time in the world.
With just about every bread video I've made,
ooh,
I have one slice of bread that I use.
It's the same. Wait, it's the same piece.
That's great.
Wait, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Oh,
I've gone through about 3 slices of bread. In one of the videos, I actually break. I think it was the second piece of bread. And if you go through them, I think you can tell which is which. I've used 3, maybe 4 different slices of bread. I have a slice of bread on my desk right now. Hold on.
That is great.
You hear that?
I love that.
That is a stale piece of bread I keep on my desk. Every time I use it, I get stale breadcrumbs everywhere.
That is brilliant. That is.
Oh my god!
I do love that. How like it is an authentic experience because you are truly being breaded. It's the original.
Dylan, the true excitement in your voice. It's like you just met Santa Claus.
No, okay, no. That's the thing is, I thought that was it. I thought it was the same piece of bread because I noticed it just so hard, and I'm like, there's no way that's the same piece of bread. There is no fucking way.
Well, there you have it.
Oh, that makes me so happy, man.
Yeah, I've gone through about 4 pieces of bread while doing the bread videos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
And it's usually because they crumble apart. That when I have to switch out.
Yeah.
As bread is supposed to.
I have found out that if you take like a box fan and you put it between 2 chairs, and you put the bread on top, and you turn it on high, the bread will actually turn hard faster than it can mold, and then it just doesn't mold.
So do you try and make it hard, or do you kind of let nature take its course?
This is some special effects.
You kind of have to like make the bread hard so it doesn't mold.
I see.
Yeah,
I see. I didn't realize. Okay, I see.
So there's like practical effects.
I do love that. Yeah, you do put this like special effects experience into it. It is.
See, the thing that I love the most about this channel is that it feels like the channel never left 2008.
Yeah, it's very innocent early YouTube, but like I don't know, it feels very
like
personal.
and not to crap on you, but like the video quality is much lower than the standards of YouTube.
Well, yeah, I'm not PewDiePie. I can't afford a $3,000 camera.
Of course.
But
that's kind of charming because everyone who makes it big on YouTube now has to kind of. Everyone's trying to act like YouTube is kind of the new TV, so everyone's like beautiful looking and everyone's got high-end production values, and everyone feels pressure to do that, which kind of defeats the purpose of what
fucking telemarketers are fucking calling me again.
Oh, no.
Sorry about that.
That's fair. That's fair. Just bread them; they'll fuck off very soon.
Bread them.
But yeah, like,
but yeah, I can tell you some more of my technical stuff behind the scenes stuff. I got a lot of stories.
Bring us through your process, please.
Like when it comes to the camera, like you said, like it's shitty camera. Like I use Logitech webcam. I've gone through 2 of them. Before that, in my like early videos, everything was like yellow because it was the webcam on my laptop.
Yeah.
And that's how I began filming before.
Yes.
Mm. And the Christian color scheme, that yellowy, greeny. My favorite color scheme.
Like that was not an effect. It was just because it was a really bad camera.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I want to go through just a couple of your most popular videos and just get your take on them. All right.
Yeah. All right.
So we already went through the You Just Got Breaded, but I want to ask a question. So your How to Rub Your Pumpkin video, the 30-minute one, are you doing that the whole time?
Come on.
Or
Dylan, come on.
I mean, I could tell you either way, but do you really, if what I'm going to tell you is going to ruin the magic, do you want me to ruin the magic?
I don't want to know. Please,
that's what I thought.
It's probably better off. It's probably better off.
All right.
Don't ask questions you're not prepared to have answered, Dylan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. All right. My personal big one is, what the fuck happened after you ate that entire jar of mayonnaise?
Oh yeah.
What was the experience after that like? Did you throw up? Did you have the shits? What happened?
Okay, well, since it's a really old video, I guess I can let it out of the bag.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
That wasn't mayo.
Ooh.
Oh,
wait,
what was it?
What?
It was Cool Whip that I whipped up to look like mayo.
Okay.
That was all Cool Whip.
More special effects.
Okay, just because I'm an Irishman, what is Cool Whip?
Oh,
it's like whipped cream.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I'm surprised people can't tell because it's so light and fluffy, and mayo is oily and heavy.
Well, I guess we're just there for the excitement of it. We don't look into the practical effects.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Sorry, go ahead.
There's one specific video we have watched that that is interesting. It's the one where you have the mouse trap and you put your hand down on it, and there's this amazing moment where like you have your hand completely down on it, and it just does not go off. And then when you lift your hand, it just immediately. What happened with that?
The pause between you putting it down and it finally snapping in your scream is honestly one of the funniest things.
I was so relieved when it didn't go off, but I didn't realize my hand was covering the thing.
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize I moved my hand,
Yeah.
Oh my god. Did that hurt? Was it like...
Oh, it hurt like hell. The smaller they are, the more they hurt.
Yeah, that's true. God.
Alright. Another question. The shirt.
Yeah.
Is it the same one in every video, or do you have multiple red shirts like a cartoon character?
I have about... Right now I have 4 shirts. I used to have about 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in a couple of videos, I've destroyed a few red shirts because I ripped them off.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, yeah, I have a few red shirts. It's not just one shirt.
Yeah, you really... That is amazing. It really does almost feel like a movie, like with special effects, where you have like several copies of the thing. You have like
it's like a cartoon character, and they wear the same thing every episode.
You know, I wanted to get some general takes from you, just like some what are some of your favorite movies, for instance? What are some of those?
I love Short Circuit 2.
Yep,
it's really good.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of Disney, Pixar.
Yeah. Of course.
What is your favorite Pixar film?
Definitely Toy Story.
Nice.
Oh, that's a great one.
Nice. Yeah. All reliable.
I'm a big fan of Puppet Master.
Oh,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I've always been a big fan of Toy Story 2. I thought that was the superior movie.
Actually, yeah, I prefer Toy Story 2, now you mention it.
Wow.
I think my favorite Pixar is probably
I can't pick a favorite from the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all pretty good.
Most people say Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 3 and then Toy Story 2. I can't pick a favorite. I
always thought that the second one was the most popular one. I could be wrong, though.
Number 2 supposedly is the least popular.
Really? Well, that's actually my favorite. I really like that one.
Are you excited for Toy Story 4?
Oh, hell yeah, man. I'm going to go see that opening night.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I only see a movie in the theater once every 3 or 4 years.
What was the last one you saw?
Cabin in the Woods.
Oh,
nice.
That's a good one.
Really?
Wow.
Nice.
That's going to see in the theaters.
Yeah, actually, I saw that like on Netflix after it came out there, and I really wish I'd seen it in the theater. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch a few TV shows. I don't actually have cable.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So I watch everything online.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any recommendations for us? I'm looking to watch more TV stuff.
It depends on what kind of genres you're into.
A bit of everything. You can just kind of have at it, and I'll just like.
Steven Universe is pretty good. The first season's kind of, but it gets way better.
No, we're familiar. I'm actually an animator, so trust me. I've had it up to here with Steven Universe.
We haven't.
Oh, you're an animator. That's really neat.
Yeah.
I'm not a very good one, but I just finished college and I'm exhausted and I'm trying to get back into the swing of drawing for fun. But yeah, I know
it can be difficult.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's it's a tricky one, but I'll do my best to make you proud.
I gotta ask then about Steven Universe thing. What did you think of the finale?
My jaw was on the floor. I loved it. I can't wait to see what they do next. I can't wait to see the movie.
Yeah,
they are doing a movie. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. Okay.
So another thing for me is, I've been watching the Casketking channel for a myriad of years now. The very first video that I saw of yours was one of the Rugrat videos.
Yeah.
And I was like,
oh god, I remember that. And I noticed that you don't do your characters like you used to. And let me tell you, Ben, Grandma is my favorite character. I know, people love Grandma, okay?
When were we going to get Grandma back?
Okay,
Please.
Look, I can explain.
We need Grandma back. The fans demand it, Ben.
Okay, being a friend, we're doing the Grandma videos. We're doing them for fun.
Yeah.
And they caught on. And then he ended up getting a job and, doing his life. He did all the Photoshop and the editing.
Oh, no.
I just do the character.
Yeah.
Ben,
I've been wanting to bring Grandma back. I even bought a wig, but every wig I buy does not fit my fat head.
Oh no.
I've got the glasses perfectly. I had a necklace. I don't know what happened to it, but I've been wanting to bring back the character. Trust me.
Oh,
Ben, if you need a video editor, I am here.
Yeah. Don't care.
Yeah, Dylan will do it.
Yeah.
I will. I'm not joking.
There's actually a couple of unreleased grandma calls.
Ooh.
We need the director's cut. Please, Ben.
I'm all for that.
Ben, if you need a video editor, I am here. I will do it unpaid. I will be your pony. I need these grandma videos out. I love them so much.
Dylan, I can hear you trembling.
But on a serious note, I do actually really think your skits are like insanely funny, and I think you should do, personal opinion, I think you should do more of them. But obviously,
I definitely want to do more.
But that's obviously up to you. I noticed that you've been focusing a lot more on the breaded videos and the Overwatch highlights, which are good.
Yeah. Usually I only post those if I get play of the game. I don't put ads on them because
I was actually just playing Overwatch before I actually got the text saying that we were doing this as I was in the middle of a game, and I dropped everything to come here.
Yeah.
I was actually just playing as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Okay, who do you main? I'm only new to it myself.
Junkrat.
Nice, me too.
See, I've never played. I have it. I own it. I bought it. I just never played.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
This is a weird question, but would you like to meet Grandma?
Yes, please.
Does Pope shit in the woods? Yeah, I want to meet Grandma.
Hello?
Oh,
Hi, what's up, Grandma?
Hello, who is this?
Where'd Casketking go?
Where'd he go?
What have you done
Why
with
are you on
him?
my phone?
We need... Grandma, this
Who
is
are
Dylan.
you people?
My name is Dylan from the Chilling Skeletons podcast.
Do you have my cigarettes?
Listen, I have a whole pack of of menthol cigarettes. Do you want them?
Yes, I want them very much.
All right, I can only count 3. I can only count 3 to you right now because I need the rest to secure my own nicotine addiction. But here's 3 menthol cigarettes.
All right, I guess you can live.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Grandma.
Grandma, how are you feeling today?
Oh, the usual,
Don't I know?
I feel like shit. My grandson never calls.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. We were just talking to him.
Yeah, that fucking asshole.
Yeah, fuck him. I'm just gonna say because he's not here now. So fuck that guy.
Yeah. What was his name? Casket Gay?
My grandson Robbie never calls anymore.
Fuck him,
Robbie.
okay?
Fuck Robbie. You know what? You don't deserve this.
Robbie is banned from this podcast. He will never be on.
You deserve a good grandson like me.
It's true.
We'll all be your grandchildren.
Who wants some of my candy?
Oh,
I do.
By all means.
Fucking do.
By all means.
Here you go. Here's a nice piece of candy for you.
Oh, thank God. Grandma, I have a serious question for you, Grandma.
Okay.
Will you honorarily adopt us here at the Chilling Skeletons podcast? Will you adopt our
brand? All right, each of you is gonna have to give me $50.
Of course. Okay,
all right, here you go. Here you go. Buy yourself some more menthols. You know what?
Price.
I'm only gonna give you 37 because I took out the price for the menthol cigarettes because I gave you those.
Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread.
What are you doing?
Sorry. I'm just praying because I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah.
I've always wanted a grandma.
It's true.
All right, stay off the couch that doesn't have the plastic.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I couldn't sit on it. All right, I'm getting off. All right, can I sit on this? Can I sit on this? Can I sit on this? Can I sit on this wobbly wicker chair?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Grandma.
That's fine. Yeah.
You have a beautiful home.
Yeah.
Don't be digging holes in the backyard.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I couldn't. God.
Has anyone ever told you you're a lovely woman with a beautiful voice of an angel?
Yes, but usually they're lying through their teeth.
I'm not.
Those assholes.
Yeah. I would never do such a thing.
Why would they ever lie to you like that, Grandma?
Dylan, stop being a little grandma's pet.
Yeah.
I love Grandma.
Of course.
Why don't you fucking marry her then, you little
I would love... Grandma, will you marry me?
Oh,
I may be in the South, but this is in Alabama, hun.
I can't tell if this is real life. I can't tell if this is not... Yeah. Okay, Mom.
And scene.
Yeah.
There we go, everyone.
That was great.
We did it.
We did it, everybody.
And the Oscar goes to
The Oscar goes to Grandma.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
The reason she has a smoker's cough was to cover up the laughs in the beginning.
Ah.
Mm. Nice.
Oh my! So you knew you couldn't do it without laughing, so you just covered it
Oh
up.
yeah, the first one we recorded, we were crying, laughing.
Yeah.
Our faces were red. We couldn't breathe.
I know how it feels.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was fun.
That was an interesting time.
This should be a regular segment. We're trying to figure out segments for our podcast. We should have Grandma call in once in a while to fucking scream at us and do whatever she does.
We need a Grandma soundboard.
Yeah, just have her cough play.
You can get your own grandma casket mug if you want.
Oh yeah.
Really?
There's mugs, t-shirts. I have a store on my website.
Yeah.
We will link to that in this.
We will.
Of course.
Link. Obviously, everybody. Link is down below. As usual, you'll also be able to find Casket King's channel and everything down below. We'll link to his Fiverr so you can get your own personalized breaded video.
Yes, of course.
We'll give him the password of our channel. It's his now.
He owns it.
Yeah.
He owns it.
Oh.
This is now the Casket King podcast.
Yeah.
It is. Bye, everyone.
Okay.
So, this is the final episode.
Okay, Casketking King, what are some of your favorite YouTube content creators? What are some things you watch on YouTube?
No, yeah, good question.
Yeah.
Well, I do watch Let's Play channels, Game Grumps, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I enjoy Shane Dawson. He's actually the reason I started making videos.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because his background is very similar to mine. It's just he got thin and I didn't.
Yeah, I remember I used to watch him back in the day. Like I used to browse on YouTube before I had a channel, so I was 12 years old, and all I watched was Shane Dawson and Fred and all that shit, because I was 12.
It's amazing how he's transformed and how now he's doing giant documentaries with all this crazy. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh yeah.
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 I don't know how that. I don't know.
See, I actually had when I was a kid and I would watch YouTube, there was a video of Shane Dawson where he dressed up as a stereotypical black woman and shot and killed somebody.
Was that Shanae or
Shanae? Yeah, that's right, Shanae. And for some reason, the effects in that video actually gave me nightmares as a kid.
What?
Okay. Yeah,
wow.
It scared me. The way the blood came out of the mouth, I was for some reason that really fucked me up as a kid.
My favorite video when I was that age was Shane Dawson appeared on the Smosh channel and he played an exaggerated version of himself called Dane Shawson.
Dane Shawson.
And they went out looking for Sasquatch. They did this skit where they went out looking for Sasquatch, and in the end they found him and they threw him off a cliff. It was, I don't know, I was 12 and it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I haven't watched them in years, but that's all I remember.
Me either. So another question about the breaded videos. So do you just wait a long time until there's a bulk of videos to do and then just churn them out one after the other, or do you do them?
Well, basically, when you buy a video, there's a time limit of when I have to do it, and I set it to 7 days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll usually wait the 7 days, that way I can build up a few and do a bunch at a time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But if I just happen to be wearing a shirt that day, I'll just
of course.
do it.
I don't think you need a shirt to do it. I think it's an honor to get breaded either way.
True. That is true.
I think it'd be better to get breaded without a shirt.
Why did you charge extra for that?
What you can do is you could do every 10th video, so it's a little lucky draw for people.
Wow. Yeah.
Will they get it without the shirt or with the shirt? And if they don't get it with the shirt, it's it's a rare one.
Yeah.
It's
like getting a shiny Pokemon card.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like getting a shiny Pokemon.
A little added treat for the fans.
Yeah.
I'd be fucking stoked.
I actually just did a shirtless video today.
Oh wow. What was it about?
Good.
Oh yeah.
I was promoting a YouTube channel of a friend of mine.
Nice.
Is this I'm looking at your channel now. Losing weight through dancing and eating heart-healthy Cheerios?
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm watching it now. And there it goes. Off. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Is this age restricted?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, there are many videos on your channel that I've seen that I think about how I'm amazed YouTube hasn't Well, okay, they might have. Has YouTube put a lot of your videos on age restriction or like I don't know, taken down any of them?
Like limited to no ads.
Yeah, exactly.
Plenty.
Oh yeah.
Especially the pumpkin video.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't know how this joke got started, but it's like, oh, we'll flag it for adult content, then they have to watch the whole thing. Like nobody watches it. Maybe they watch the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
They're not going to sit through the whole thing. They're just going to hit a button and say, no ads. You know.
How is the fucking the pumpkin video going with the ads and the how did that one get through? Did YouTube like not put any response?
Oh no, that one was instantly like no ads.
I'm sure the title gave it away.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I'm still watching this, by the way.
When I filmed that video, I wasn't exactly sure what I was gonna do. All I knew was I was gonna go all out for that one.
Yeah,
the pumpkin one or the Cheerios one?
The pumpkin.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Okay, so here's another thing I wanted to ask about. So whilst doing my research for this, I was going through I went on to your Reddit profile and I was going through things, and I noticed that you post your videos, specifically this newer one. You posted it to the r/cringe subreddit.
Oh yeah.
So that brings me to say, are you aware that there are people in the cringe culture that use you as a punchline?
Of course.
Yeah.
So do you intentionally play into that when making videos, or do you just do what you want to do and then post it?
I just do what I want to do. I don't care what people want to see. Yeah. I mean, if somebody is like, hey, can you do a video about this? You know, if I like the idea, I'll do it. But, you know, I don't care if people think I'm cringy or if I'm some sort of punchline, because at the end of the day, I'm just some asshole on the internet, but so are they.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Cool. Yeah,
so
I just wanted to...
You play along with the joke, and you wear it like a suit of armor, and it's like, whatever, you know, if you can...
Yeah.
You know,
it's not like a Barack Obama is going to knock on my door and say, hey, you're a cunt.
I mean...
that would be a great video.
Barack
Obama knocking.
Can you do a video?
That would be funny as hell.
Yeah.
Make a good video.
Yeah.
It definitely would.
So that'd probably get demonetized because it's got the word cunt in it, but maybe it's because it's the president they make it. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see how that plays out.
Huh.
The president calls me a cunt, not clickbait.
Yeah. Obama calls Casket King a cunt.
It's true. So
great video.
I want to ask. I remember that you did make a video around the election where you talked about how you thought both the candidates, they were really just not good news. How are you feeling right now about the Trump thing? What are your current feelings?
Because keep in mind, Crooklyn and I do not live in the States, so we're not really sure how it's playing out, other than what we see on the news.
Yeah,
I'm not a very political person at all.
Yeah,
I'm usually right down the middle because the left, they have some good ideas, the right has good ideas.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
and I don't like Trump as a person.
Yeah, of course.
Nah, I don't blame you.
I think he is surprised that he won, because if you look at the video of when they announced he won, he looks very surprised.
Oh yeah.
That is very true.
I think he just wanted to do this so it'd be like another trophy on his little showcase.
No, completely. I heard someone say it's like when you get in like a plane or something, and there's always like this really entitled redneck guy who's giving out about just complaining about everything, and he's like, "Oh, this is bullshit. This is the way to running things. Oh, if I could do this," but it's like someone actually took him and went, "Okay, fuck it, you do it," and they just put him in the captain's seat, and he's looking around like, "What the fuck? What do I do now?" That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
I'm dreading the next election in a couple of years.
That's going to be pretty crazy. It's going to be very strange.
Because I am so tired of hearing Trump's name and seeing his face.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that 8 years that Obama was president, I don't think they said his name nearly as many times as they have Trump.
Definitely. And
if they did, it was because it was a fucking meme, or he did something silly or something funny. Whereas every time Trump does it, it's, he's offended someone new, or he's threatening someone new, or
you gotta think, in the future, we're gonna have a president that's had a Twitter since they were 12.
Yeah,
and people are gonna be able to look back on that, and when they're running for election, they're like, yeah, when you were 12, you called this person on Twitter a cunt. You know what I mean?
There's going to be presidential debates where it's like, there's a video of you dancing to Kingdom Hearts music with a wig on.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's like, this guy had a DeviantArt account. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can only imagine what the White House staff try to do to try and keep Trump away from his Twitter.
Yeah, they're not doing a very good job. I'll say that. But
No,
I mean,
really
Obama didn't even have his own Twitter till
Yeah, exactly.
after he was not president. The thing ran it, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. The funny thing about politics is that, like, as much as you can talk about, like, policy and, like, you know, this is bad policy, I honestly just want a boring president. I don't care if they're good at this point. I just want somebody who I don't have to hear about anymore. That's really it.
Exactly.
Give me a president who just sits at his desk and does his job and just doesn't bother anyone, please.
Yeah.
Let's just bring back Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one.
Maybe minus all the sexual.
He knew how to have a good time.
Yeah. That's true. You can't deny that. That is true. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So here's another weird question I wanted to ask. With your breaded videos, people can set their name as anything. Is there a line where you won't say something? Like if their name is like, you know, N-word cunt, something like that?
Yeah, in the ad for the video that's on the page of Fiverr itself. Okay, I'm not gonna bread the Jews.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna bread the N-words, you know.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not gonna end my career over a $5 stupid video.
True.
Yeah.
Because I remember when PewDiePie did that video with like the little African children or the Indian children. They didn't know what they were saying. It's like, oh, all Jews must die or something, and they got their Fiverr taken.
Yeah. It's true.
I think they eventually got it back, but I don't know about that happened to me. Should.
Do you ever get those requests?
I've gotten a few.
Sure.
And usually I'll say, you know, sorry, I can't do this. You know, if you like, I can do another name. I think only once or twice they're like, no, I paid for this. You're going to say it. I'm like, I haven't been paid for anything. Fiverr has your money. If I don't do the video, the money goes back to you.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. It takes 2 weeks for me to get paid.
Yeah.
So you're providing a service. You have the right to refuse. Like if something's like, yeah, fuck them, whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah. There is a line to stuff I will say.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I want you guys to know, you can ask me any question.
Oh.
You cannot offend me. I feel like you guys are holding back.
No, we're not.
Well,
I wouldn't want to
you can literally ask me anything. I don't care.
Okay, well, I have one question, and it is, I do sort of wonder, because you see YouTubers like Boogie2988 talking about how it's been like to live life overweight. How has it been, like, living life overweight? How has the experience been?
Okay, in all truthness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm guessing a lot of overweight people will agree with me. It is very hard.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's just talk about the physical aspect, and then we'll go into the emotional.
Yeah.
Physical, your back hurts. With a lot of people, their legs hurt. When you're hurting like that and you're not on medication, you're not going to want to go exercising because that's just going to hurt you more. That's like saying, oh, if you stab yourself with this needle, you're going to lose a pound. You know, or how many times are you going to stab yourself with a needle to lose a pound?
Yeah,
of course. So it's like a vicious cycle.
It's hard to move around, and for some people, they can't leave their house because they're too big. They can't go out. They can't enjoy life. Yeah. And if they do go out, people stare at them.
Yeah,
because there is kind of a stigma. I've gotten
stares before. I was once at a restaurant, and this old lady was giving me the nastiest look, and I was sitting there just sipping water.
Yeah, there is like a real stigma. Like, I mean, I'm not a very big guy myself. I'm like pretty much average, but like, you know, I get self-conscious if I'm wearing a t-shirt that's kind of form-fitting and I'm sitting down and like, it's like, oh, can people see in my rolls? It's like, you know, you kind of get, so it's like, you know, I can't even imagine like what it would be like if I was even bigger, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it really sucks. Plus, finding clothes is harder. Plus, they're more expensive because they're bigger.
Tell me about it.
Dude, I gotta say, I'm a very tall man, and finding clothes is kind of miserable. Like, trying to find pants has always been hard. Trying to find like shirts that, I don't know. With being very overweight, that has to be very hard to find clothes. Because like, I don't know, you just sort of special order them, I assume. I don't know. Because you can't find very many.
Sometimes I'll get lucky and I'll find something in the store.
Oh, yeah.
But even if I wasn't fat, I'm a very wide person.
Yeah.
I'm almost like a football player underneath. I'm very wide, so I need very wide shirts. The thing with wide shirts is they're not usually very long, so my gut hangs out.
Yeah,
okay.
Of course.
And then there's the emotional aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know, people they talk to you like they're not human, like you're not human, or they'll just straight up ignore you when you talk to them, or if you're walking away, they'll say, "Ew, do you see that fat person? Oh my god, I can't believe they choose me fat." Yeah. There are people who choose to be fat. I will admit that. Yeah. There are people who choose to be fat and they want to be fat. They're only hurting themselves, I guess, so let them. Yeah. But there are people out there that, if every time you take a step, it feels like somebody's stabbing you in the foot with a butcher knife, you're not going to go jogging. Yeah. If you're having a heart attack, walking into the next room, you're not going to want to go lift weights. If you can't breathe checking the mail, you're not going to run a triathlon. So it does hurt when people don't treat you like a human being. Because when some people look at fat people, and I've heard this from other people, and I've even had it said to my face that I'm not worth being human. I'm not human. I'm like a sub-creature.
Jesus Christ.
That just because I'm fat, I should kill myself. It's like, oh, why do you choose to be fat? Like, I don't choose to be fat, but you choose to be a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. And see, that's what I think is so great is that even though you are overweight, it's not stopping you from being a funny guy. Yeah. It's not stopping you from doing what you like to do on the internet and bringing joy to people people like me who like to watch it. Like
you're just kind of sticking to yourself and doing your own thing and not hurting anyone.
And I've seen like on your most popular videos, I've read the comments. There are people calling you names. And it really does suck.
That's just the stuff you can see. Some of that stuff I have to hide because it's that bad.
Yeah, wow. Terrible.
I mean, I have been called some things so bad that I've just had to hidden the comment, not just for me, but for other people in the comment section. They were that bad. But when you're big like me or even bigger, it's bad. I've had several times I have been walking down the side of the road because I'm going somewhere. Yeah. I used to be able to walk places. I was still fat back then. But, I could move around more. I have had more than one person throw an entire can of soda at me. Or a 7-Eleven slushie. Wow. I'm like a walking target on the side of the road. Somebody sees a fat guy. Oh, let's throw food at him. They think it's funny. It's happened at least 3 times.
Like the fucking townsfolk from the
And when you get hit by a can of Coke that's going 50 miles an hour and it hasn't been opened, that shit hurts. It leaves a bruise.
Oh my god.
It's just fucking uncalled for. Like, it's just cruel.
That's horrible.
I know. It's very cruel. And the thing is, a lot of people think it's okay because they see fat people as not people.
Yeah.
That's... what? I think just in the end, I think no matter what you look like, as long as you're comfortable with yourself and you are not letting it completely ruin your life, I think it's great. As long as you're still out there, you're still being a funny guy, you're still making the content that you want to do, and you've been doing it for 7 fucking years.
Yeah.
And I think that's really admirable, and I think you should keep doing it.
And and a lot of times, a lot of bigger people, they're like, "Oh, you must be a snowflake because you're fat. You want people to treat you different."
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm just a fat guy. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a snowflake. And I hate the word fat phobic. And phobic means you're afraid of them. They're not afraid of fat people. They just hate them because they're not their ideal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when somebody's like, phobic against gay people. It's like you're not afraid of them. You just hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just being a dick.
When I hear overweight people talk about the experience, it reminds me a lot of talking to smokers and how like people who smoke, a lot of people around them act as if like it's their choice and they demonize them like
telemarketers.
Oh no. Oh no.
Let me turn off this phone.
Yeah, go. Yeah, but people demonize smokers like it's some big immoral thing they're choosing to do, and it's like, oh, you're ruining everything. But like, it's a chemical thing. You can't stop at some point.
They're caught in like a cycle.
In a hole. Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, because they put stuff in those things that make them addictive.
Yeah,
that's like saying a crackhead, stop doing crack right now. They're gonna go withdrawal.
Yeah,
I've been through withdrawal because one time I had to stop taking a medication.
Yeah,
it is horrible. You get fits of rage. You shake. You get mad at everything. Everything hurts.
Yeah, no, I've had that as well.
It can last a day or it could last a month, depending on how bad it is. I went through it for a month.
One time, I was on like antidepressants, and I Literally, it was just I didn't have money to get the next dose because in Ireland, I don't know how it is for you guys, I have to pay €50 for a visit to the doctor. Like, that's just to walk in and say, hey, more drugs, please, and he writes me a prescription and then gives it to me.
It's the same thing here, but worse. You got to pay more.
Definitely.
Luckily, I have insurance. If I didn't have my antidepressants, I'd be a sobbing mess on my bed, and I wouldn't be able to move.
Oh yeah, same. But what happened? But that's the thing. So basically, because it's like $50 just to go and get the prescription, and then it's the same price again to get the actual medication. So it's like 100, and I'm an unemployed animation student, so I literally just didn't have money. So for like a week or so, I straight up just went without them, just while I was getting the money together, and it was fucking horrible. It's like it's like when you see in the movies people like going cold turkey on like heroin or something. You're like shivering, and like my moods was like I was flipping between like it was like I had bipolar disorder. I was like flipping between sobbing on the floor and then feeling manic, like I just want to go out and go for a
like you just want to sit there and rock in the fetal position.
Yeah, you're flipping between them, and then but it was all the things like. Because all the side effects you get, like it suppresses your like libido and your appetite and everything. All that came back with full swing. So I was just eating and jerking off all day. It was fucking ridiculous. Like I just went nuts for like a full week, and then
I'm going to give some advice here, some very important advice for anyone who's on that kind of medication. If you know, like a couple of weeks ahead of time, that you're not going to have the money to get more meds, at least. Don't take them every day. Take them every other day. Yeah, it'll still work pretty good. It won't be as effective, but it'll stretch a 2-week supply out to a month.
That's what I do now. That's like if I know I don't have the money, I'll just like, okay, I can go one day. Like kind of figure out what your limit is, and then like I mean, obviously, you shouldn't have to be doing this because it's not really a good. You shouldn't have to, but if you're in a position where like money is tight and you have to, kind of but yeah, it sucks when that happens though. It's not fun.
Yeah.
I mean, the eating and jerking off was fun until it got annoying.
Yeah.
Well, that's always fun.
Yeah, of course. My 2 favorite things.
How did you
but
get
then, after a week, after a week, it's like shit. I want to die. So it's like,
of course.
I'm getting fat and my dick hurts. What the hell?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How did you get health insurance? What did it cost a lot?
I actually get it through the States because
nice. Okay.
Somebody saw me and they said, "Yeah, you're not fit for work. You're about to have a heart attack on my desk."
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay, well that's nice. So we still have some state programs that exist in the United States. That's pretty good.
It's not completely dystopian.
Yeah.
Yeah, helping some people get by.
Yeah.
Yes, there is still some help out there.
Yeah.
It's hard to find, but it's out there.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Hell yeah.
That's good.
Well. Yeah, I mean, I think all in all, it's been really great. I mean, I think we're about to wrap things up soon, but I just genuinely want to say that your content has brought me so much laughter throughout the years, and it's genuinely so nice to be able to sit and talk to you for a while, because it's nice understanding the person behind it.
It's been fun. It's been fun.
Well, I thank you. I really appreciate hearing from my fans. I'm glad it's giving you a lot of joy.
The amount of times we've all been watching videos pop on a Casket King classic, it helps. And I just want to say thank you for coming onto the show and giving us your input. Is there anything you'd like to plug? Tell the people what they should go check out.
I mean, there's my YouTube. I've got a website. You
can get your own bread.
All my links are on my website.
Yeah.
We'll link all that down into the description below.
If you want a bread video, there's a big picture of bread on my website. You just click on that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, Casketking, for coming on to the show. We're going to, go edit this sucker up and get her up. And just thank you very much. We've had a great time.
Thank you.
It's been great.
Yeah, It's been great.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Thank you. Have a great one.